Hello everyone, welcome to today's council meeting. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be opening up some stuff that I got from my LGS this morning. So we have an Ikoria collector booster, and we have 5 of what my local game store calls random boosters. Now these random boosters are their own version of the mystery boosters, but they've done them for a while, and it's basically just a bunch of random cards that they put together for their own chaos drafts that they do. And the really cool thing about that is usually in these packs there's not a lot of value, but every so often you'll get one that's all rares. You might get foils in there, and I've actually pulled the $30 reserve list card from Antiquities out of there. So let's start with the collector's booster. I opened a lot of these when Ikoria was first out. I just absolutely love these because you have the alternative arts that are worth money. So we've got a foil beast token, human soldier, the typical regular commons and uncommons. We've got a foil land, a Gavi Nest Warden, the face card from the Jeskai Commander deck, a full art Umori the Collector, a foil Shovel, Bane of Monsters, and then we have these alternative art cards, and I just love the art on these. Got a Lord Drakus, Migratory Greathorn, Dirge Bat. Ooh, we have ourselves the Mothra, Supersonic Queen. Wow, that's the Luminous Broodmoth Godzilla art. And Auspicious Starix. So basically the big hits from here, we've got ourselves the Mothra, the Gavi Nest Warden, and the Chevelle, and the Umori. But man, really good pack. I'm just going to put this off to the side. There we go. So let's see what's in these collector boosters. It's kind of fun to do the chaos draft with these. My LGS sells them for about $2 a pop, so they're not terribly expensive. So we got a Grudge Keeper, Feral Prowler, Simic Growth Chamber. I always need more of those for commander decks. Can't stop making commander decks. Rouse the Mob, Brazen Wolves, Grim Guardian, Borst Claw. We have a revised Iron Star, Grizzly Transformation, Mistform Dreamer, Dauntless Onslaught, Twisted Reflection, a Crowan Linebreaker, and a Volshock Battlemaster. So 4 in a red for a 2/2 with haste, and when it comes to a play, attach all equipment and play to it. Wow. Yeah, that might be fun to do. Steal everybody's equipment. Then we have a mountain and that. So we'll put this over here and put these off to the side. I like that you can find the older cards in there. I really love getting revised. That was the set I started playing with. So opening those up out of here it's just a treat for me. So we have ourselves an Erase, Borderland Minotaur, Keljoran Outrider, Font of Fertility. I like putting this one in commander decks too, especially if there are budget ones, because you get a ramp with it, and it puts it into the battlefield. You got the Vishimo Sand Sprinter, Drudge Skeletons, Bristling Boar, Deadshot Minotaur, Mistform Wall, Coag Vampires, Cyclone Sire, Retreat to Emeria, Deathwind, and 8th edition Nightmare. That's a fun one. This was a good creature back in the day. So 5 and a black for a flying, and its power and toughness are equal to the number of swamps you controlled. So you played this in a mono black deck, and definitely a heavy hitter. So let's put that there. Ooh, and then we have a foil Goblin token. Okay, on to the third pack. So I have pulled all rares out of these before. They weren't It wasn't anything too spicy, but sometimes you'll get a rare that's worth a bit more. Okay, so we have a Morgue Burst, Wolfkin Bond, a Portent of Betrayal, a Ronin Unicorn, Fairy Godmother, Spring Bloom Druid, which is also good commander card for budget decks, Sultai Scavenger, a 4th edition Yoshin Soldier, another Font of Fertility, Accumulated Knowledge, Ulamog's Despoiler, it's an Eldrazi Processor. Happen to know someone who loves Eldrazi. Wonder what her name is. Bizarre Crowvold, Deadly Wanderings, and a Ravenous Demon flip card. So sacrifice a human, and you transform it into the Art Demon of Greed. 9/9 with Flying Trample. And you at the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sacrifice a human. If you can't, you tap it, and it deals 9 damage to you. So that could be a pretty good finisher if you're doing another foil goblin. If you're doing a black-white humans deck. Especially if you're making lots of human tokens. Just to, feed to the demon. Okay, second to the last pack, we've got a Greenwood Sentinel, Ghoul Razor, Forever Young. Old enough that I remember that song. Sylvan Brush Strider, Accumulated Knowledge. That's a fun one. That's very similar to the new one that's in Core 21. You have Crown of Accession. You have Aven Liberator. You have Vampire Zeal, Soulfire, Vessel of Volatility, Undo Rising, Fall of the Gavel, Bloodchin Ravager, and from Under the Floorboards. From Shadows over Innistrad, just that art. I don't know if you can see it, but they're literally coming up from under the floorboards. Swamp, and yet another foil goblin token. Well, we get another foil goblin token. So far, 3 out of the 4 packs have had them. So I really like buying, I don't know if you saw it, but yes, 4 out of 5 packs had a goblin token. Okay, as I was saying before I spoiled the end there, I really like supporting my LGS during this time. This is one of the ways that I can really do it, because this is something that they make. It's basically profit for them. And I like to give these to my kids to help incentivize them doing chores. They really like the cards. So we got a Bladeback Sliver, a Disciple of Phoenix, Vulturous Aven, Rofello's Gift, Slow Motion, Sea Monster, Crypt Incursion, Muzzle, a Cursed Spirit, Veteran Armorsmith, Sultai Soothsayer, Familiar's Ruse. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good one. We'll go ahead and read this one real quick. As an additional cost to play Familiar's Ruse, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. 2 blue, and it counters target spell. You're playing something like 0-drop artifact creatures, like if you have Ornithopter out on the battlefield. That's not a bad card. Might have to put that in a fairy deck. I have an Alila deck, by the way. So we've got I can't pronounce that, a Shaman. And then our rare is a Scrap Heap Scourger in the swamp. So we didn't really get anything too terribly spicy, I think. But, my LGS also does this thing where if you sign up for their newsletter, you get 20% off, I think, 10 or 20% off. And so these really ended up being $1.80 per pack, which is not bad. And it takes me down memory lane, because if you look at some of these, that's way back in Lorwyn. You've got 6th edition, Mercadian Masks. It's just all over the place. 4th edition, revised. You can really get a wide range of cards out of it. So it is really a fun little thing that my LGS does. Well, this concludes today's council meeting. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate your time that you've spent with us. And if you have any thoughts on how we can improve or things you want to see, please let us know in the comments. We really are trying to grow and do better, and we're just starting out, so helpful, constructive criticism is always appreciated. So we'll meet again, but if you want to know when that meeting is, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification and follow us on our Discord. So thank you for coming to the meeting today, and the meeting is adjourned.